Hello everyone, it's Phil from the AntiBSGroup. This is going to be about libertarians and gun control, basically creating the nanny state. This issue is here with gun control. It's basically control creating the nanny state. Like they have in England. And they have in Australia to a lesser degree. Okay, so there's Australia and England there. That last statement, first opening statement. Why did I mention those? Why? Because their gun control measures are retardedly strict. You basically cannot get a firearm in England without a good reason. Target shooting, no. Hunting, not really. Not good reasons. Really to that. And we look at crime rates. Thuggery in those places and attacks. In Australia alone, we had that one with the guy who was attacking a wheelchair at that train station or bus station. So I mean, I think that's stupid. I mean, guns. Yeah, there are people think they're evil. They're not. They're just inanimate objects. I've been watching a show on history well, I watched it online. I watched the whole up-to-date. I'm up-to-date on it, fully up-to-date on it. I watched the complete first season already, and I've got up-to-date the second season. But the first season, gentleman the person who won the competition is basically Survivor. The show's Top Shot is basically Survivor, but with guns. Which is like, when I saw that, it's like, oh yeah, this is a good show. It could be a good show. I want to see it, but wasn't much shooting involved. So that's kind of like, it's disappointing there. But the winner of the first season, Ian, was a former British officer in the British Army. With one of the regiments, I forget which regiment, I think it was Royal Fusiliers or something like that. Look into it. It's Ian something, the only British guy there. He won the competition. He's an all-around good shooter. I mean, I love to shoot with this guy. There's a few guys in that show I love to shoot with at least once. The Marine reservist, the Marine sniper was a reservist, sniper and machine gunner, scout sniper and machine gunner of the U.S. Marine Reserves. I love to shoot that guy. He comes across the guy, Peter something, I'm not going to remember the name. I'm not going to say the name online. Just researching. Go Top Shot. Google Top Shot, you'll find information, first season contestants. The guy who comes across is like, okay, what, like, shoot. He could teach me a few things, probably. But, another contestant on the show was, Bill Carnes. If anybody doesn't know, Bill Carnes is a syndicated radio show on 2A radio, second radio, and he was on it. He's a safety but Peter. He's one of the guys, very infectious, very lovable. Summed up one word: he's an awesome guy. That's what his words. I mean, yeah, I agree. Comes across honest. You learn a lot from the guy. Him. A couple other guys in the team there. A lot of professional guys, few military, a bit of law enforcement, a lot of competitive guys, a lot of few instructors. I'm a shooter. I haven't shot a rifle in since 2002, 2004 the latest. Last time I shot a rifle. Actually, no, 2005 probably the latest I shot a rifle. So I mean, I'm a shooter. I'm a target shooter. The one thing I'm going to say, when we're talking about libertarians, these guys, they're all for taking away people's ability to compete in sport, like target shooting, competitive shooting, or hunting, or whatever. They think, oh, guns are dangerous, blah 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 blah. They only endanger everybody. That's creating a nanny state. They have that in England. They have that in Australia. A couple of other places like China, India, North Korea. Their governments are the ones really allowed to own firearms. government soldiers, police, all the ones that allowed to have firearms. But if you look at Switzerland, okay, everybody is required basically to have a assault rifle, a firearm, a military-style rifle in their house. It's a good idea. I like that idea. But I mean, personally, me here in Canada, my opinion is, if people choose, they should be able to have a firearm in the house if they meet certain criteria. Me, I want to just do target shooting. I just want to go to the range once, a couple times a month, a few times, 6-7 times a year, a few times a year. Go out, do my target shooting, keep my skills up. So I mean, that's what I want to do. If I have a pistol, my 2 rifles, I have 2 different rifle choices: a semi-automatic and a bolt-action rifle, and a pistol, semi-automatic pistol. I'm not a big revolver guy. There's so much pain to me, if you ask me. Revolvers to me are pain, but beside the point. What else? I mean, they're thinking, oh, guns on the streets is bad. People with guns carrying concealed firearms is evil, it's nefarious, and all that crap. Guns shouldn't be allowed. People shouldn't be allowed to carry concealed firearms who are licensed. They don't want licensed concealed carry. CCW, concealed carry weapon permit. CCWP. I think CCW, concealed carry weapons, I mean, I think it's a good idea. For this reason, it's a lot of people don't understand what this entails. It's like they don't. How many shooting, like look at a state like Utah. I said this before with other gun control videos. Utah, their murder rate is 1.3 in 2009. That's very low. It's not the lowest, but it's still pretty low. One of the lowest. I think it's the 6th lowest. And they basically have concealed carry. Go figure. I'm a target shooter. I don't want to carry. I'd like to carry, but would I? I probably wouldn't. All the time. I would carry it. Depending where I'm going. It depends what I'm doing. I went to the range. No. Put it in the case. Go do that. Follow range rules, club rules, whatever. To do it, I'll do that concealed carry type thing. If I'm on the range, boom, pistol there. I'll have preload the mags. I'll have enough mags so that if I'm going to be shooting that day, I'll carry it to have the mags already preloaded. And put it in the case. So when I get to the range, I have less things I have to do. A lot easier for me. Just if I put a mag in, magazine in there, and start when I get to the firing line. Other things like what bugs me the most. A lot of people say, "Oh, guns are evil. Guns are this, blah blah blah." They're inanimate object. How can they base? I can put one right in front of you. It will go off. No, it has to be actuated. The trigger has to be mainly actuated. Yeah. Here in Canada, we have basically, for the Americans who don't know, we have a bill called C-68, which is basically the long gun registry. I'm not against registering them. Now, new purchases are registered automatically. But what my concern is, down the road, we're going to go into a situation with that rule of law. Say there's a coup or whatever for whatever reason. You never know. Worst case is a coup that somebody's trying to take over the government and turn this Canada into a dictatorship. People say it's happening now with Stephen Harper, but I'm not going there. We're going to have a situation what's called without rule of law, or when the shit hits the fan. Without people, if you don't, people don't have a, let's say, you don't have people that will go get food, blah blah blah, or if they get out, bug out quickly. If I get the bug out quickly, guess what's coming with me? My rifle. Well, both my rifles are coming with me. They'll be ready to go. Just toss them in the bag, put them in the, get them in the bag, hook them up, do that. Boom, I'm in the woods. I'm getting out of there. So I don't survive. I have my survival gear. Survival gear, so I can survive. help other people survive as well. But people like these libertarians don't want that to happen. They don't want us to do that. Because they think, oh, we're going to kill somebody. We're not going to kill anybody. If they attack us, yeah, well, sure, whatever. I don't give a shit, personally. But gun control, I don't think it's a failure. As I said in other videos, it's a failure. Look at the state. They're trying to implement more restrictive laws. To me, the laws they're trying to do won't work as they intend. But yeah, being a Canadian, being somebody was active in the shooting community years ago, who wants to get back into it, because I need something to help relax. I mean, I find shooting for me is a very relaxing hobby and sport. It's very mentally and physically demanding sport, not in the traditional sense, but in the more, okay, I'm gonna go a little bit this Zen master type thing. It's type of thing. I mean, you basically the focus. It's mentally you're trying to focus on what you're doing. And physically, it's how you control your breathing. It's your trigger pull. It's your position, how you're feeling, all that. Your body, your body affects your shot. Your breathing affects your shooting. You can miss your target by a mile. But shooting a mile to me is at 3-4 inches, a mile for me, or whatever. Like, that's a mile. If you're off target by that much, it's a mile. Either your rifle's off, or more than likely it's you yourself. It's off. Person who wins equipment is a fool. Believe me. That's why I put you into the ring. That's why you practice. Practice. You know your rifle. You know your weapon. You know your tools. You're a baseball player. You know your bat. You're a hockey player. You know your gear. You're a fisherman. You know your gear. You drive race cars. You know your car. You know if it's not right. You don't blame your car. That if you're a crappy driver. You could be just like not driving that great. Your mind is occupied. Those all come. It's a physical, mental. All this stuff comes into play when you're shooting. Trigger control, I mean, to me, gun control is how you control your trigger. Because that's why you look at gun control. A successful gun control, anyways, is how you control your trigger. There's a video on YouTube with William Shatner and whatever show he's on now, and yeah, you've probably seen it, but I think that's a good example of trigger gun control. How you control your trigger. Triple. If you slap it, yank it, that. That's why I like the Savage Arms. Their active trigger prevents that. I mean, it's very. You can set it to a point where it's very light trigger pull, but if you jar it, it's not going to go off. It's around the chamber, it's not going to go off. Because the actual piece in the trigger when it comes in, then you can pull it. It'll pull the trigger. It'll fire. If that thing's not pulled, it won't fire. It won't fire. Discharge. So yeah, I'm running out of time here, so I'm gonna end this here shortly. But yeah, I mean, gun control, it's ridiculous. These days, it's becoming more and more ridiculous. People saying guns, blah blah blah. You know the bullshit. I'm not have to repeat it for you. It's getting retardedly stupid, and it needs to stop. Like, I don't understand why. I agree, we need to register guns, but in my same token, not just giving the government a list to, if the shit really hits the fan, then come and confiscate the guns, or a dictatorship or whatever comes in play. They come in, or some Nanny state libertarian who doesn't like it says, oh, I don't want people, and nobody has guns, like what happened in England. Boom. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Have a great day and a great night. Thank you. It's Phil from the AntiBSGroup. Talk to you guys later. Signing off. Have a good one.